and it cost then sort of £493. So when new, that engine cost £493. It later passed to a Mr. E. Wright in Hampshire, and then during 1943 to 46 it was requisitioned by Hampshire Agricultural Executive Committee. And then it moved to Rotherfield Park in Hampshire in 1953 before coming to preservation in 1958, and it's been with the present owners since 19... It's being driven today by Matthew and Bill Wright, and it's owned by Michael Beebe of Elvaston. In Scotland, and it worked on the Pentland Hills south of Edinburgh. It's had various owners in preservation from 1966. In March 1987 it was extensively restored by Mr. Robert Crabb in Dorset, and it was acquired by Russell Inman in early 2005 from Lancashire. Now this little Wallace and Stevens Advance roller is owned by Mr. Coulthard from Curtin in Lindsay in Lincolnshire. It's a diesel. I think it's got a national gas engine in it. Is that correct? I didn't do bad there. And what year is it? 1946 it was built. So that's a... Yeah. We'll see. I'll tell you about Mr. Peter Jacobs' engine in a minute. There's only 3 years difference from that, when that was built. Right, the green steamroller passing the commentary point was built by Evelyn and Porter at Rochester in Kent. 1922, 10237 the maker's number. This one went new to Edison's of Dorchester. Its early history is a little bit vague, but prior to the present owner, Brian Boucher acquiring it in 2003, the last known owners were Gleason's in Sheffield. It was completely rebuilt by Brian with a new firebox and boiler. It was dismantled sort of 1969 time, and it stood for 40 years without having anything else done to it. But David's sons have been instrumental in its rise from the ashes, as you might speak. This one was built in 1929, works number 17487, and it's owned by David Hallam of Draycott in the Clay, and it spent its working life with Sam Jackson of Whiskey. They come in on hillside where you couldn't see the other engine that was doing the plough pulling, so you'd use the whistle, you know, one blow, 2 blows, whatever, stop, start, so the drivers would know what's happening. Now you see, look at the ease with which it pulls across the arena. Yeah, you know, it can't stop it. And that engine really is working hard at the far end of the arena, the Fowler ploughing engine. There you are. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of steam. Can we have a round of applause for Sparky on the flared ploughing engine and the BB engine, Matthew